Hello and welcome to Weaste Allotments. I've got a lot to get through today. I was asked on the last episode I did about my dahlias, how do I plant them. Well, in this video I'm going to show you how I plant my dahlias. I'm going to show you how I plant some fruit bushes and trees. Well, actually there's a few clips of me planting different vegetables, different seeds, so you can watch them. Hopefully we can get them all onto the into the video. And then there's the meat of the potato here. Starting some of my potatoes off now. I'm going to be doing 20 buckets today because there's just too many of them. So I'm going to be doing 4 different varieties. I'll show you the clips of. I'm not going to show you me doing every single last one of them, but I'll show you some clips of me how I do my potatoes. Show you where they are. You might think it's early, but they're going in a greenhouse, so it doesn't really matter. And the beds are still hot beds, so it should keep them nice and warm for the night time. So, without further ado, let's go and start the tour off with some potting. Watch this space, folks.
Hi guys, been doing a bit of car booting this morning, and what I found, £3 for the 3 of them. Red currant, white currant, got 2 red and 1 white. Lexington's #1, that's the red currant, and white Vasilis is the white one. So I got, like I say, I got 2 red, 1 white. I'm going to be putting them in pots for the time being because I've not got much space to put them, but I've got some nice pots that I can put them in for. And I mean, the black currant I've got there is doing really well in the pot that it's in, so yeah, I'll be potting them shortly and I'll show you me potting them. I also got myself a little Golden Delicious from Wilkinson's. It's expensive, £5. I mean, I've been buying them for £3-4 these things, and they're a lot better nick. But like I say, I haven't got one of these, so now I have. There we go, Golden Delicious. Shall be planting that shortly as well.
Right guys, today I'm planting some of these currant bushes that I've got. I'm putting them in pots for the time being. I've not got much space to put them anywhere, but obviously I will be transplanting them at a later date. This is just to make sure they get in a bigger pot, because they've been in these for long enough, I would imagine. Now I paid, believe it or not, I paid £1 for these, £1 each. I mean, you just can't buy them. You just can't buy them for that. They're normally about £8, something like that, in Wilkinson's and B&Q and stuff like that. So today I'm transplanting them into these 10-litre pots, or whatever you like to call them, plant pots. Now what I'm doing is, I don't know if you can see the level of this where the root ball comes up to. I've sat the actual plant inside the pot with some compost inside the pot. Now what I'm going to do first, I'm going to add some potash, mix that in, and a bit of bloodfish and bone. Give it a good mixing up. Right, so that's all done. Now all I need to do is take this out. There's the root ball, folks. Plonk its derriere down in the pot, and using my own compost, backfill round the edges. A few weeds in that. What I'm doing now, I'm pushing down around the root ball. And one thing I told you guys, do not come above the top at the base of the plant, because what you do, you'll rot it all away, and that's not going to do you any favours. So I'm just going to gently
push it down and even get all these bloody bits out. Compost still got bits in, not rotted down properly. Right. Yeah, so there we go, folks. That's what that one is. A red currant. Lexington's number 1, or Lexington's number 1. Plonk that in there so we know what it is. I'll be giving it a good watering in a minute, but before I do that, I've got 2 more to plant. I've got another one of these red currants, and I've got a white currant. So I'll be back after I've done that, and I'll show you the finished results. Well guys, there we go. 2 red currants and 1 white currant, all potted. Noticed I've not come above the root ball that they come in the plant pots that they come in. We've gone over that, it would have just rotted the stems. I've given them a good watering. I'm leaving them in the greenhouse here for now. Hopefully they'll start to put some shoots out. They look a bit tatty at the moment, but there's nothing I can do about that. I'd like to give them a good hard pruning, but this year I'm going to leave well alone. There they go. The 3 currant bushes I paid £1 a piece for, all planted. Well, as you can see here, folks, there's a bloody big plant pot, 20 litre plant pot with a stick with leaves sticking out of it. It's just a stick. How sad is that? But that stick is, a matter of fact, a golden delicious apple tree. I paid £2 for it, and it's in that pot there, and it's going to stay in that pot for the time being. The reason why I put it in that pot is because I've not got much room outside, and I'm edging my bets here, because I'm sure one of my trees in my orchard is deceased. It's no more. It is a dead tree. So what I'm thinking of doing, if that's dead, I can take this and put it in its place. Or if any of the other trees don't survive the transplanting, because I've transplanted like 8 or 9 trees just recently, so I need to make sure that they're okay. So this one's like the backup, but I can keep it in this pot for at least a year, and I have got a place in mind for it, but at the moment it's doing no harm stuck in that pot. I'll probably put it in my other greenhouse out the way for the time being. Right, so there we go. I've got a nice little golden delicious tree for £2. Oh, it started to shoot as well, but the leaves have got burnt because they've been in the bags. So I'll give it a good water and put bloodfish and bone, some potash in there, give it all a good stir in then planted the apple tree in that. So I have to keep an eye on it, see what happens. I'm going to be leaving it in here for the time being though, so watch your space with that. Right guys, using my technical tool. It's looked everywhere for one of these, and I found one, believe it or not, in my daughter's school bag. Won't she be surprised when she's looking for a pencil tomorrow when she's in school? Right, you're probably wondering what the hell are you doing here. Well, believe it or not, I'm growing my banana shallots. I've already done one tray. Now it's number 2. I'm putting 1 per station. Just try and get the goddamn things out. It should make these bags a lot damn sight easy. These are ridiculous, these bags here. They should make them like self-sealing so you can put them, you know, lock them back up. Whoops, I think I got a bit too many out there. So we can have another salt seeding of them. Right, so it's 1 per station. That one needs to go down the hole. Probably drop 2 in here.
it's very fiddly when you've got bloody big hands, and my hands are like shovels. So need a couple more. Oops, I think I need 4 more. Actually, I might need 5 more. Right, there's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, and I'm sure I missed that one out, but anyhow. Right, so now push the soil over the hole. And it's basically, I pre-wet the soil before I actually did this, so what I'm going to do now, give it another soak in. I've already stuck a label on, so where we're going to stick them are over here. I don't know if you can see that. So that's where the banana schlots are. I took them money makers out because he didn't fire. Absolute joke. I can't believe he didn't fire. However, I've done some more, and I'll show you something else what has fired, and I'm absolutely gobsmacked. As you can see, if you're looking here, I don't know if you can see these are the beans. They're doing really well. They're nearly at the top of the plastic cover. They'll be going out shortly. Once they touch the top of that plastic container, out they go, and I can stick something else in there. So what I'm going to do now, for the time being, is put the lid on this. Right, we've got to start covering, or planting, I should say, the I'm trying to think now, the cabbage and the broccoli. So yeah, watch this space, folks. Won't be long. Be back in a bit. Got more to do. Right, guys, what you're looking at there is me them 6 cucumbers that I planted about 2-3 weeks ago. They've finally fired. Now I was ready for chucking them. I thought, yeah, they're all dead them. So I planted another 20. Someone gave me a massive pack of seeds, so I planted 20 of the buggers. They're in a different pot, but I come to chuck these away, and I noticed that they're just starting. I don't know if you can see that. I count 5 there, and there's 1 that hasn't fired. You never know, it might fire. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick the best 4, and I'm going to give every other one away. There must be about 20 odd of them I'm going to be giving away. So at the moment I've got them covered up in these. I need to put all these on, like I say, and when these actually hit the top of the container, these beans, they'll be going straight out as well. So I need to build shelves in here. So the thing is, I haven't got any of the, it's like a bolt, it's a half bolt, you push it in and it twists and locks. Now I've got the brackets and everything, but I haven't got the bloody bolts, so I've ordered some online. So they should be in the next day or two, and I can put brackets along here and then a shelf, and put some pots up here out of the way. Well, that's the intention anyhow. And I can start utilising this space a little bit better, because at the moment all I've got, well, as you can see, I've got Atlantic collies and all sorts of stuff coming up here, and I reckon another 2 days and they'll be that leggy, they won't even be worth using. But cover this up, that's what I'm going to be putting them in anyhow. So there you go. Can't believe it, the cucumbers have come up. That nasturtium's coming up as well there. That's a nasturtium, that has actually got a bud on it. Let's see if I can scan in a bit. Yep, it's just starting to come up. Typical, that, isn't it? Not very good focusing there, but yeah, at least it's coming up. The rest of them are all dahlias. My mint's starting to look a bit better, and parsley. Right, let's close things down. Right, guys, remember them 4 dahlias that I was telling you about, which I saw in the Grange? What I hadn't got, well, guess what, here they are. I've got an unwin mix, I've got red pygmy,
a top mix purple and an orange nugget. Now you would the red pygmy would suggest that they're not very big, which is true. These particular dahlias only grow half a metre high, so you know, something that you have to take into consideration with dahlias. They're not all the same size. Some grow up to 1.5 metres, some grow several inches off the ground, but these ones here grow 500 millimeters, or yes, it's about half a metre tall, so about 18 inches, if that, maybe a bit more. So yeah, these are the ones I've just bought. So I'll show you a quick clip of how I actually plant my dahlias. Straightforward, really. All you got to remember is one or two things. The tuber, you won't get a plant from a tuber. You'll only get a plant from a tuber which is connected to a stem. You can take cuttings, side shoots, and pot them on. That's the normal way you would start a dahlia off. Or, like I say, you would start off with the stem and a tuber in a pot or in the ground when it gets a bit warmer. I'll show you in a clip what I mean by that, but there you go. That's the other four. So we're getting up to about 36 different varieties of dahlia I've got now. So it's going to look absolutely glorious on here. Keeping them in the greenhouse. So watch your space with the dahlias.
Right guys, I've been asked by a couple of my subscribers how I plant my dahlias. The thing is, you got to be careful when you're planting your dahlias. The one thing you don't want to plant is this on its own, because you will not get a dahlia from it. What you're looking for, well, you ain't gonna drop it for the start. This is what you're looking for. There's all the tubers there. There's the main stem. This here is where you're gonna get all the action, all your plant for next year. If this dahlia hasn't got this on it like that, then do not buy that dahlia, because it will never ever fire from that. That just fell off it. That all that is a storage for the dahlia. So now, obviously, I'm going to be sticking it in the ground. What I'm going to be doing is keeping this just protruding out of the soil, nothing else. So now I'm going to be backfilling this, and like I say, make sure all the roots get completely pushed together, all connected to the soil, because like I say, you want the plant to get as much contact with the soil as possible. Right. So this is almost done now. There's just one more important thing what needs to be added to this. Well, actually there's two more important things to be added to it. One is water, and two is a label saying what it is. It's a top mix purple dahlia. So stick that in there, give it some water. Hang on. Put water in. Might as well I've done another one. Alright. So that's it. Basically, jobs are good. So that's simple as it's in itself, really. But just make sure when you're doing your dahlias, you've got that stem, or forget about it. You will not get nothing at all from that plant. So, like I say, I've only got another 12 to do, so I think the total count now with dahlias is about 34. I ain't got a lot of space, but I'm going to get them all in anyhow. It's going to be a massive colour. And when I say 34 plants, what I mean to say is 34 different colours and shapes and sizes. So there you go, folks. So it's where's the other bucket? So it's I'll see you in a bit. I'm going to continue planting, and we're going to go for doing this one then, orange nugget. So you know, I've got a pile more to do after that, so you don't want to watch me doing this all day. It's quite boring. So I'll see you later. I'm going to get on with it for now. Bye for now.
Right, today guys, I've come down to show you how I plant my peas. Here's my pea frame. Ain't going here, by the way. The pea frame's going in this bed here, but for all intents and purposes the pea frame's here. Right, down in the pea frame is a gutter. Actually what it is, it's a one of these fluorescent light cases. They're the 8-foot ones. It's not got a square bottom, it's got an oval shaped bottom, which is ideal for sliding the peas out. All become clear in a second. So what I do is, well, I'm going to show you in a second, me planting the peas up the allotment on my table. What I do is I put a load of compost into the actual gutter, and I get the peas. I put the peas in. I mean, we're talking a lot of peas here. We put them every inch. Like we put 2, 1, 2, 1. It's 2, 1, 2, 1, all the way down about an inch apart. Then we cover that with soil. Obviously you've got to give it a good soaking. You stick it in the greenhouse then for about 4 to 5 weeks until you get your peas to about 10-12 inches high. Now what you do, you come back at it and you just basically make a little bit of a furrow. You get your pea gutter and you just slide the peas out and then flop them against the chicken wire, this pea frame that I made, and obviously gently push them down into the ground, and instantaneously you've got your peas. They're past the stage where the mice can't get the actual peas, because the mice will come along. If you plant them straight into the ground, I can guarantee you the mice will just take them. And we've got another pest on here as well. It's a beetle. And what it does, they go for the very tender leaves, and they take just the edge of the leaves, all on every single leaf. They chew all the way around it. It's like where you would have a round leaf. This thing's got like loads of little teeth mat, loads of little holes all around the outside of the leaf, and it's on every single one. But the way I do it, what happens is this particular beetle doesn't like it after it gets to about 4 or 5 weeks. The leaves are not tender enough, so it buggers off and goes and eats someone else's peas, that's fine by me as long as they're not eating my peas. Now this is a tried and proved method I've used. I've used this before. I've used this frame before. If you look in earlier clips, you can actually see the actual pea frame with the peas climbing up it, and I've had like 2-3 crops a year of peas from this frame, so it does work. So yeah, let's go and show you me planting the peas, and show you where I'm going to stick them as well. Alright, right guys, starting to pot my peas. I've already done one line, and there's another one. These are the gutters that I'm actually do my peas in. I mean, they're a bit close together, but it's never stopped them before. I like a load of peas to come up. If you can get a nice thick line of peas, it gives a little blighters what attack them. Makes it harder for them to polish them all off. All I've got to do now is put another top layer of soil on top of these peas, and put them in the greenhouse, and I'll have my 2 rows of peas to go in the beds. Well, where I'm going to put the peas actually. Right, let's get on with it. So guys, there they are. They're the peas in the gutters, all watered, put in here for the time being. We'll be working in here next Monday doing all the potato buckets. We've got to get 20 buckets in here. That should be fun. So yeah, well, let's hopefully we should be able to get 20 in. However, the gutters are going to have to go on the path, I feel. Either side of the path, they should be alright. It's fairly warm in here, it's about 60, 64, 72 degrees it is at the moment, and it's, like I say, it's about 8:30 in the morning, so it's not too bad. Right, so let's get back up to the other greenhouse, because we've got some more potting to do up there. So there you are, there the peas all sorted. Let's continue potting more seedlings. Right guys, starting some of my potatoes off now. I'm not going to put them in the buckets. What I'm doing is I'm going to prepare the buckets. What I'm going to be using, oh, I can lift it up, it's about 2 kilos this. Blood, fish and bone, yeah, excellent stuff. Some potato grow more, use it sparingly I suppose. Some potash, and most important, this stuff, mycorrhizal fungi. Now I'm going to be putting about that much in each bucket, along with me verve compost. So I said I'm going to show you me doing one bucket, and then I continue doing the rest, and we'll start putting the potatoes in later. I'm not doing them just yet. I'm just going to show you how I start to mix them. So here we go. Oh, good God, let me get off the floor. I'll swing the camera around if I can, if it'll let me. Put it on the tilt a bit. Right, so which bucket we're going to do? We're going to do this bucket here. So start off. Plenty of this. Lucky I've got lots of this compost. Right, so then it's I don't think it's a wise thing to actually breathe these spores in. Now it's the old grow more. Blood, fish and bone. Bit of potash. Right, now we're going to mix it all up till every last bit of it's mixed. Right. Now you might think, hang on, what about the rest of the bucket? Why aren't you filling that up? Well, for the start, what I'll be doing, I'll be putting 2 potatoes here, 2 potatoes there, filling it in about another 3 inches, and I'll be putting 2 potatoes there, 2 potatoes there, and then completely covering it to the top. And then, obviously, there's a most important thing. What I will be doing, or what I'm going to do, is give that a good soaking before I even start putting the rest of the stuff in. So that gets a soaking. Now I've got to do 20 more buckets, so like I say, I hope you don't mind, but it's going to take a bit. I'll come back when they're all ready for the spuds, so keep watching guys, I won't be long, only about an hour or so. Right guys, as you can see, 10 there, 10 buckets there. That's the one I mixed earlier. Them there are my peas, don't worry about them, they're just some garden peas. They're going along the floor. Now these, all these buckets now have got blood, fish and bone, grow more, some potash, and most important, mycorrhizal fungi. Right, so that's in all 20 of these buckets. Now all I've got to do now is mix them all in and then add the spuds. The thing is, I'm a bit confused with this this compost I bought from B&Q. This stuff is darker than this stuff. This is a lot lighter, this, so it's two different batches of compost, the Verve compost. It's two totally different colours. I don't know what's been used in one, whether it's the same as what's been used in the other, but I can tell you now, the stuff on this side is a lot darker than the stuff on this side. So yeah, right, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start mixing it all. It's like a bloody alchemist workshop in here. What I've got to do, mix them all together, then I've got to get a watering can. I'm using fresh tap water, and I'm going to be soaking the buckets here now in tap water. After I've done all that, what I'll do is I'll put the spuds in. I'm going to go two one way, two the other way, so that means I'm going to need more compost to repeat the procedure. And what I'm going to be doing, once I've stopped the video, I'm going to be adding another 4 inches of compost, and then we'll start sticking the spuds in. What I'm going to start sticking in so far, I'm going to stick a Penton Javelin, Swift, forget what the other two are, but like I say, I'll be back in a minute. I'll soon tell you which ones they are, 'cause I'm not too sure myself, but they'll be going in. So keep watching, guys, won't be long. Back in a bit. I'll mix it all up now. Right, guys, I wonder if I'll show you what I mean by different colours. If you look in there how dark it is, if you look over here, I don't know if you can see the colours, it's sort of brownish colour. Come across here, darkish colour. These are the two composts that I've got. Anyhow, like I say, all the compost is mixed up now, so I shall be adding the spuds very soon. Right, guys, here's how I plant my spuds. Bond right at the bottom. Right. So as you can see, there's two right at the very bottom and two right at the very top. Yeah? So just back them over now. So I'll put 4 potatoes per bucket. Now these are the Duke Yorks, by the way. Once they start coming up a bit more, I'll top them up until they come to the top of the bucket. By that time, they'll be ready for putting outside, hopefully. Now I've already done 1 bucket, so number 2. I just got another 20 to go, or another 18 to go, so watch this space, folks. Right, guys, onto the kestrel. So far I've planted Duke York, Swift, International Kidney, and now it's the kestrel's turn. So what I'm going to show you, this is how I actually plant it. Open the bags. These are all chitted really well inside the bags. What I'll do is take these ones off here. I don't need them. Completely scratch them out. They're the ones you want. I don't know if you can see that. Perfect. There's another one. Perfect. So let's take these side shoots off. The trick is, I don't know if are we on the bucket here? Can we see this bucket? Right. What I'm doing, I'm putting 4 to each bucket. So at the moment, let's just work out if we've got enough to do 4 per bucket. Yeah, well chitted then. They'll be up in no time, these. Like I say, what I'm going to be doing is topping these up
soon as they start to come through. Might look like it's a bit brutal doing all this, but I assure you it isn't. Right, I'm doing, like I said, I'm doing 4 per bucket. 1, 2. There we go. Right, let's dig myself a small one. That one I do for there. Right, now I don't know if you can actually see this, what I'm doing. Now, I go down fairly deep. We're about 3 inches off the bottom, but about 5 inches below the surface here. Same on this side. Now what we're going to do now, we're going to put 2 the opposite direction. And that's it basically. Now what we do, we get the watering can and we give it a good soaking. That's enough. Like I say, you want to put about a litre or so, 2 litres in these buckets, but you don't keep doing it all the time. As soon as you start seeing the leaves coming up, probably once every 3 days, give them a good watering. Any more than that, you're just going to rot the bulbs in the ground. But inside these buckets here now are, like I've been saying all the way through it, bloodfish and bone, grow more, potash, and microfusal fungi. That's just that bucket now. Like I said, I'm going to just finish the last of these these buckets off, and then we'll do a review of what we've done so far. So hang in there, folks. Right guys, after all that hard work, I've got 20 buckets planted. That's 4 different varieties of potatoes, all sorted. I've got my Kestrel and my International Kidney on this side, and I got my Swift and my Dukey Hawk on this side. As they come up, I'll be banking them up. It takes about 525 litre bags to fill 20. I've got, I think it's about 4 or 5 bags left. I've got a couple in my car there, so I've got to bring them up in a bit and get my mate to bring them up for me on his wheelbarrow. And then once these start coming up, I wait until they get about 4 inches up, and then I'll start banking them up. And hopefully around about the end of April, start of May, I'll be able to put these out into the beds outside. I'll be putting cloche over the top of them to protect them. So I'll recap. What did I use? Well, like I say, the Verve compost, their own potting compost. I used bloodfish and bone, potato grow more, some potash, and some microfusal fungi, and that's basically what I've used. Oh, and lots and lots and lots of water. Remember, when they start to come up, they're going to need feeding. About 1.5 to 2 litres every three days. If they're absolutely soaking wet, don't water them. Let the roots look for the water. But like I say, keep your eye on them. Hopefully, these should be flying away in about 3-4 weeks. So I'm going to shut the door on them. These are, by the way, these are what are on here, the beans. Here's an important tip: when you've got all this many buckets, it's always wise to put labels. Now these have all got Dukey Hawk, and they've all got the date that they was planted. So for reference, I can go back to them, and then we know when to crop them. But like I said, I've got another 20. Well, I've got another four varieties to pot on, so I've got another 20 of these buckets to do that.
I might even get another 2 varieties, because I've got another 10 buckets there. I've got 50 buckets in total. I'm going to have to bring the buckets from home at the moment. I've only got 10 here. I need to bring the others up, and just the same as these. So I've got to sort the other greenhouse out now. And what we'll be doing as well is bringing some of the plants what are in the other greenhouse and putting them in on here and down this path, because I won't be using the path all the way down. And the temperature holds itself up in here. And if there's any sign of any frost, what I will be doing is putting the bubble wrap over the top of them. Give them a cover them up with bubble wrap. It should protect them. But for now, that's the job done. As soon as they start coming through, like I say, wait till they get about 4 inches high in the buckets and bank them up. Keep banking them until they get to the top of the bucket, and that's it. Water them and leave them. And hopefully we'll have mega weights of spuds in these buckets. So there we go, done and dusted. Halfway there, folks. Just got another pile to do now, God help me. See you in a bit. Well guys, what a killer. I'm absolutely exhausted. Not stopped planting things. I'm going to plant my feet down at home in a bit once I've finished up here. Like I said, at the moment this greenhouse here is absolutely overrun with pots and what have you, with stuff in. Not got much room at the moment. However, I'm going to be putting some shelving in this greenhouse just so I can get some trays out of the way, so I can get more trays in and get them started. At the moment, where I want to put me more buckets of potatoes, I've got apple trees, I've got fruit bushes, I've got dahlias everywhere. You name it. And it's going to get really. This is where it gets really interesting. In about 5 or 6 weeks, I'm going to be I've already started my tomatoes off now. They're just starting again. They're not fired up yet, but you know they will do eventually. I was absolutely gobsmacked. I did 20 cucumbers, planted them. Bugger me, I was just about to throw the others, them 6 what I thought had failed, away, and they fired. Unbelievably, they fired up. I thought 3 weeks now. I planted them 3 weeks ago, and I'm in the greenhouse, and nothing for 3 weeks. So I thought that's it, they're gone. But blow me, they fired up. So I've got, out of the 6 seeds, I've got 5. I'm sure the other one's going to pop up there. There's a little clip. Oh, you've seen the clip. So yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with that. Like I said, I'm going to have two plants. I'm going to be giving the rest to everybody, so everybody's going to have bloody cucumber plants on the site. And it'd probably be the same with these money makers. I put that many money makers in this pot here to start off again. If they all come up, we're going to have absolutely hundreds of them. My chilies, I planted them last week. There's no show on them yet, except for the Joe Super Long. I've already got one that's fired up now. Obviously, you've seen the clips. I'm well chuffed with that. Like I said, I can't wait for that to kick in. I'm going to have to start with the slug pellets along here and make sure I get every bloody last slug. The last thing I want is a slug to eat me chili after all that effort I've put into it. So yeah, it's all go at the moment. So what the next thing I've got to do? Shelves in here, clear this lot, get more buckets in here, and start the rest. Well, some more of the potatoes off. Like I said, I've got another 30 buckets to do. What I will be doing is putting Sal Palmyra in here. That's for sure. They will be protected. And then the next lot, I'll be putting them in on probably St. Patrick's Day. Probably about a week from now, I would imagine, along with all the others. And I can put the rest outside, hopefully, in the up and coming weeks. Because, like I said, we've had a pretty mild winter this winter. We had a few really nasty days, but it's been pretty mild.
Right, so that brings me to the last two guys who I'm going to give a mention to. Aaron sort of posted a message. Oh, he's actually saying it. He's honoured to be mentioning the brackets of the other 8 guys I mentioned. But Aaron, mate, you're all as good as one another. So if you want to give yourself a pat on the back, mate, I wouldn't have mentioned if I didn't think you was any good. Like I say, I think the guys who I mentioned are absolutely all exceptional. That includes you, mate. So yeah, great videos. Keep them coming. But like I said, there's 2 more lads I want to give a shout to. These guys really don't need a shout, but basically what I'm saying is you want to go and have a watch these videos. If you haven't already seen them, you want to go and watch them. They're very good, well entertaining. So the first guy is Sam the Allotment Man. What can I say about him? He's just got a new plot. His dad's going to give him an hand now. He has me in stitches. They play off each other superbly. He's pretty good at the old ivories, doing his videos. He's a bit of editing. Does some really nice editing. I'd love to know how he gets that little clip at the beginning, what software he uses for that. But maybe he can give me some idea how he built that. But yeah, he's absolutely fantastic. His site, he's got a new site, and he's working on it. He's also works on his dad. I think it might be his dad's garden allotment as well. So they've got 2 allotments that they're going at. One of these days we're going to find out what he's got in that shed. I think he's growing something a bit dodgy in there. I think. I wonder if he's got lights and all that lot, heated lamps and what have you. I can smell a rat. I'm only kidding. But this guy, I mean, don't really need a plug. He's got nearly 2,000 subscribers himself. I mean, got to be doing something right to have 2,000 subscribers. He's been going a bit, but I mean, I've been doing these videos for the videos that I used to do was like fishing videos, but I've just started doing the allotment video now, and I'm getting into it now. So I'm starting to try to do one a week, through the season, showing you the trials and tribulations of some nutter on Weaste Allotments. But yeah, anyhow, that's that. Back to Sam. You want to go and visit him? Here's his link. Go and check him out. He'll have you in stitches. Very funny. So we come to the 10th and final person I'm going to give a shout to. Now this guy doesn't need it. He really doesn't need a shout. He's probably got more subscribers than a lot of us put together. And the clue to who this guy was, he was with Sam last week in his video. Rick Van Man, I think that's how you say it. But Rick, I mean, his allotments is absolutely fantastic. He's done it. He's basically started it again. He's stripped everything off and redone it. And this year will be his first year of his new plot where he's growing stuff. And now, I mean, he's got to be doing something right. This guy has got over 50,000 subscribers. He's had over 1 million hits. So if you really want to build your subscription base, you want to go and check out what he does, because obviously he's doing something right, and he's very entertaining. I love his videos. I love his clips. He gets about a bit. He was with Sean a while back. He doesn't just do the allotment videos. He does all sorts of different things. But yeah, go over and check him out, guys. I tell you, this is the guy really you want to be watching what he's doing, and probably if you can copy it, emulate it, you maybe have one day as many subscribers as him. Myself, I'm gobsmacked. I mean, I'm not really bothered about subscribers. I just like to do the videos. Actually, I get a kick out of doing it. I think a week and a half ago I had about a couple of hundred subscribers. I've got about something like 500 and odd now. I was just looking there the other day. Like I say, I like to reply. I like to thank everybody for subscribing, and if you leave a message, I'll get back to you. It might take me a bit, because I like to watch all you guys with your videos, and there's not, like I said, these 10 that I've picked out over the last 5 weeks. There's at least 20, 30 who is equally as good and entertaining. So perhaps I might do another 10 in a few weeks' time, because there's a lot of people there who have missed out that I should have really mentioned. So for now, it's Das Bedanya from Weaste Allotments, off to get some tea. Catch you later, folks.